Good evening everyone and welcome to another match of Star Series Season 3 between VirtusPro and Skanes Elit, sorry. Almost mispronunciation there, but I have been taught it is Skanes Elit. And well, like every StarLadder match, here is my disclaimer. I am not an official caster for this match. I am using the in-game ticket to watch the game in the Dota 2 client, and from there I am bringing it to you in English cast, because right now for this match there is no official English cast, so hence why I am here. So, VirtusPro, Skanes Elit, and it's going to be VirtusPro on the dire side, Skanes Elit on the Radiant side, and it looks like everybody is playing with the full roster, even though I will check Skanes Elit soon who is who, which one is Region and which one is Pinoy, because they have switched their names, but I will find it out anyway when the game actually starts. Let's take a look at the draft so far. Now, we have got some bans. We see a Broodmother as well as a Tidehunter ban out by Skanes Elit. I have to say, well, they have the first pick, so they have the chance to ban out those heroes that they just don't want to face. And they ban out Pushing Power in the form of a Broodmother as well as a Team Fighter. Tidehunter being banned out, and I even though I like seeing the Tidehunter play, I think it is a very wise choice because he is one of those heroes that can just turn the momentum of the game around completely. An Evoker ban out from Skanes Elit as well. In the meantime, I mean, VirtusPro, you see Naga, Siren, Lycan, and Darkseer. That is really no surprise right there. So, no, well, no surprise there. Nothing really to comment on. We do still have the Rubik in the pool, as well as the Leshrac, two heroes that are picked up fairly fast. The same as, of course, the Templar Assassin. I mean, we all know Wagamama for playing the Templar Assassin. Let's see if he's gonna get the chance to that, or if VirtusPro will pick up that Templar Assassin now combined with the Rubik. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. And of course, oh wow, yeah, next to those, we also still have the jungle heroes in the pool. So the Chen gets picked up here. And still every opportunity for Skanes Elit to also pick up, the... Wait, I lost my train of thought because there was a question in the chat. Regarding the disclaimer that I'm not an official caster, it is a combination of goodwill because I know they are not really happy that I'm casting this on Twitch since they are partnered with Own. And, well, this is just goodwill. It's just so that everybody knows. It's like, yeah. That's basically the reason. No real legal issues because, you know, via Dota TV, I bought the ticket so I can do with it what I want. But it's still, it's a bit of goodwill. And if there is an official English cast like yesterday when Epi was casting a match that I was casting as well, I will mention those as well if there is an official English cast. But right now, there is no official English cast for this match. There is a cast, however, from Matrix who was casting in Russian on Own TV, obviously. So, let's see. Skanes Elit. In the meantime, they have been so nice to wait for me while I explain that, because they still haven't picked anything up just yet. I mean, they could go for... Well, I was actually gonna say Templar Assassin still, but a jungle hero, but I forgot something that, of course, Skanes Elit didn't, because if they would not have picked up that Venomancer, VirtusPro would have picked it up, and that is, of course, a very annoying counter for the Templar Assassin. So right now they have and the Leshrac and the Venomancer, two of the heroes that we know are just very solid counters for the Templar Assassin early game, as well as of course the Darkseer, but he was already banned out. So I like the pick up from Skanes Elit. They will maybe have some issues with not having a jungle hero as the Chen, as well as as the Chen is already picked up, and VirtusPro could ban out the Enigma and the Enchantress as well. And of course, Leshrac and Venomancer are both lately played as supports, so it doesn't leave a lot of space. If they're gonna go for a tri-lane, they could do that. We have seen Leshrac solo it up before, so that could still be possible. But with the Leshrac and the Venomancer, they kinda limit their options right there. But at least they will give their Templar Assassin every opportunity to grow big and strong, just like she wants to. In the meantime, we're waiting for VirtusPro to pick up their third hero, and I am expecting to see some maybe a Morphling from them, and then maybe banning out that anti-mage or something like that, because right now they are looking at a very strong Templar Assassin, or, you know, potentially, because, you know, her counters are already gone. And The Tidehunter's no longer there. That would have otherwise been my guess to go for, because then just to have some solid team fight. Enigma would be another option, but they already have the chance, so that one's like not really needed anymore. Or they could just pick up a solo lane like a Windrunner with not giving anything away about our tactic. Because of course, the thing about Rubik is he can be anything. And this is, by the way, every single thing of their bonus time gone right now. They have 5 seconds left, and there goes their support. So that will mean that Rubik is not going to be a support. That means that Rubik is going to be a solo lane, possibly versus a Templar Assassin, but we'll see how that's going to go. And they will give away that they're going to go for a lineup with a, well, still a carry to go. At least a Disruptor is going to be a support for that one at least. So Skanes Elit, they are in place to ban. And right now, since they know that, you know, okay, support is already picked up, so we don't need to ban any supports out anymore. We know that VirtusPro probably needs a solo lane and a carry. So what are they gonna ban out? Is there one of the solo lanes that they don't want to face, like that Puck, like that Windrunner, like that Queen of Pain, or are they gonna say, you know what, we just really don't want to face that Morphling / Anti-Mage, and Morphling is indeed the ban. They had two options and went for the one with the carry. I'm thinking about what VirtusPro could be banning out right now. I mean, we know Templar Assassin is going to be mid. We know Leshrac and Venomance could go for a tri-lane. Tri-lane with even a carry, still an anti-mage potentially. That is just a very safe farming and will be left alone when Templar Assassin does get really big. Then anti-mage can, or any other carry for that matter, can just roam around and farm. And I am actually thinking maybe we're going to see a Juggernaut here, even though it is normally Wagamama that plays the Juggernaut as well. And the reason I say that is because we know actually, never mind. Juggernaut got banned out. Was he already banned when I started talking about the Juggernaut? I don't know. Anyway, looks like VirtusPro was a bit faster with their train of thought than I was, but they banned out the Juggernaut. Not wanting to face that one, because we know Skanes Elit, they have picked up that Juggernaut before, and they have owned and won with it before as well, so just not want to use have to be against that one. A Faceless Void, they're still leaving the Anti-Mage in though. They're now forcing VirtusPro to ban out that Anti-Mage, because if they don't, it will be picked up. But maybe VirtusPro thinks they still have a chance to pick it up themselves, in which case they will leave it in. But banning out that Faceless Void kind of says it all. It kind of says, we're going to pick up the Anti-Mage anyway, but we don't want you to have Faceless Void. Faceless Void, we have seen him as a carry before. And actually, we also, of course, still have the Luna in. And I am a bit hesitant to say that, because Luna, we have seen her more often lately. And have seen her in the carry role as well, and winning as well. But still, in the pool as well. So are they going to pick up that Anti-Mage? That is my question, because they'd rather face the Anti-Mage than a Faceless Void. That is a bit awkward. They banned out the Chaos Knight for VirtusPro, so not wanting to have that one against them as well. I mean, that's just solid disable that you don't want to have. Also a good counter to the Anti-Mage. Just because if you get a 4-second stun and he can't blink away, and you know you can kill him if you have enough damage with the Templar Assassin, you have enough damage before he blinks away. But they're taking their time, and of course Skanes Elit still has a lot of their bonus time. They still have 50 seconds left, so they have every chance to think about it, what they want to go for. Even though, if they don't pick up that Anti-Mage, I would be really surprised, because I would have expected them to otherwise ban it out if they don't want to pick it up. But maybe they think, you know what, we're okay facing with Anti-Mage. Actually, yeah, okay, they are okay. Is it going to be an Anti-Mage though? VirtusPro. I would be really shocked if they just let him go through and just not pick him up regardless. It would be entertaining. Would be happy time too. I mean, I wouldn't mind that. But Skanes Elit gonna pick up the Windrunner will mean that VirtusPro has a bit less options for that solo lane, but still, so many are still in. We know the Bounty Hunter, we know the
Bounty Hunter.
Never mind. There goes.
Radiant team pick.
Okay. Well, that is indeed the Bounty Hunter. So yeah, we've seen him as a solo lane before. We know that he can be getting that experience for free with being invisible all the time. If there's a Windrunner, he'll be doing fine as well. maybe even able to harass the Windrunner some. But Windrunner in theory should be okay as well. I mean, with that Windrun, there's nothing really Bounty Hunter can do to solo kill Windrunner at early level, I think. But we'll see if they are actually against each other. That could be the case, but maybe they're versus different lanes. We'll see. We'll see. In the meantime, 30 seconds left for Skanes Elit, and really, I'm like gonna facepalm if there's no anti-mage. It's like, anyway, there is. Okay, but this is Shadow Demon is a counter to the anti-mage, by the way. But right now, if you look at Skanes Elit lineup, if the Templar Assassin does not have a good start, the Templar, I mean, Skanes Elit, they can't really do anything anymore. There it is Lifestealer, no anti-mage, and yeah, we'll see. Oh, lag, and I really, no anti-fun, no anti-mage indeed. Anyway, let's see who's playing what, and let's just check out lanes. I mean the Lifestealer is in the same team as the Chen, so we're gonna see a Lifestealer on the lane, on a dual lane with Disruptor being there. It should be okay-ish. It really depends how the lanes of Skanes Elit will be, by the way, because I mean, they have the Templar Assassin. We have known her to be mid, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if Lashrek or Windrunner was mid either. And I'm just gonna check out who is actually playing the Windrunner, so that I can find out who, which one is Pinoy and which one is Region. And this one is, this one is Pinoy. Okay. So it is Pinoy on the Windrunner for Skanes Elit on the Radiant side. Then we have Region on the Lashrek. Wagamama is going to be playing the Templar Assassin. Mini on the Venomancer. And Fishbone will be playing the Shadow Demon for Skanes Elit. And we have pauses all over the place. And we will check out who's playing what for VirtusPro. We have a Chen played by Captain KSI. He'll be going into the jungle, and Ness will be playing the Disruptor. Airman, or will be playing the Lifestealer. Crazy on the Rubik will be solo mid, and Santa will be on the long lane solo on his Bounty Hunter. So those will be the lanes for VirtusPro. And at least, well, they're having some fun. And I think they're referring to a different game that has been played where there were apparently a lot of black holes from Milk up on Airman. You can ask me anything on IRC. Nerd. In regards to the chat. Because yeah, like I said, I'm constantly using the in-game ticket, so I don't have delay on my stream because that is already inside Dota TV, which will mean that the chat is my co-caster, which will mean that I will slightly be distracted sometimes by the chat, but I will try to keep that to a minimum.
Prepare for battle.
And I was gonna say they didn't have a career just yet, now they do. So let's see who's going where. Right now we have everybody of Infused. Sorry, Skanes Elit going towards that bottom lane, and everybody of VirtusPro towards that top lane. So nobody's gonna find any fast, easy first blood in that regard. And they're gonna put up last in the nice array so that they won't forget later on. And yeah, well, let's get the show on the road, I'd say. I'm curious still what Skanes Elit is gonna do with their lanes. I mean, in theory, we have seen Windrunner solo, we have seen Lashrek solo. We've even seen Shadow Demon solo, even though he's being played by Fishbone, so he's not gonna go solo. We've seen Windrunner on a trial lane, we've seen TA on a trial lane. I think actually Windrunner on a trial lane would be okay here. And then but then the long lane, who's gonna go there? That's the question. Windrunner would be a good option for that one. And he is on his way there. Gonna check if he can find a rune. 6 seconds to see if he gets lucky. At the same time, Rubik is gonna move there as well. Who will be first? Disruption. Illusion rune there on the side, but the disruption, the shackle. Oh, what a shackle! What a shackle! That is not what Chen was intending. Of course, there's not going to be first blood, not enough time, still level 1 shackle, but Amazing shackle. Sorry for shouting there. I was just surprised by the shackle. I mean, what the... Just Chen looking around the corner, and still I don't think that this angle was really all that proper, but oh well. Oh well, so we're gonna have a dual lane in this middle lane. Of course, we have seen Leshrac and the Shadow Demon before with that disruption, with the follow-up stun from Leshrac, and not really able to miss unless Leshrac times it wrong. And he'll be facing up against a Rubik who was probably hoping to be up against Wagamama, who's going to be on his Templar Assassin versus the Bounty Hunter, and it's going to be held by the Venomancer. So should have a decent lane. Windrunner will be on the top lane, but knows that he'll have a tough lane there, so he's going to be apparently farming some Ancients to just get level 2, maybe, because of course he wants to have that Windrun before going on the lane. If you want to, you'll get Kinetic Field, you get Glimpse, you get slowed. It is not something you want to be on without a Windrun, so he needs that level 2. Before actually showing himself on the lane. And until then, he's going to give that Lifestealer some free farm. But he'll happily do it. Nice aggression coming off from Skanes Elit on this bottom lane. Already placing up a sentry ward. Wagamama taking a lot of damage from these creeps because the lane got pulled by Mini here. But yeah, we'll make sure that the creeps go back towards his tower. But it will also make Wagamama have to pop a salve because the creeps are just attacking too much. And they have another sentry ward, or they should have another sentry ward here. No, they don't actually. They do not have that. So far, he's still safe, eating his way out again. Making sure he has an escape route. She will be happy about it. At the same time, it will be Rubik with 3 last hits, with Leshrac with 7. So Leshrac having slightly the better of this one. As we see Shadow Demon getting harassed by the Chen. But at least... well, the rune actually spawned bottom regeneration rune. Let's see who's gonna get it. Oh, hello, Rubik. I don't think he wants it. Oh, I was gonna say. Gotta wait for someone to waste their time for it. Even though they don't have a ward there, by the way. No wards on the bottom lane for neither, or bottom rune rather, for neither the Radiant nor the Dire. They both have one on the top. They have one there, and they have one there. And Leshrac with the Shadow Demon. I mean, it's nice to have a dual lane first, the Rubik, even though Rubik is not really one of those heroes that, you know, he'll get levels anyway, and levels is the one that he wants. He wants to get that level 6. And if you're done with a dual lane first, then you'll give him levels extra fast. So, not really something you really want to be on, unless you are really going to be having the advantage of the lane, with maybe getting a kill off there, or maybe able to shut down Rubik on his experience enough. And right now, we do see that they're shutting him down some, but he is still level 3, still slightly higher than Leshrac, as well as the Shadow Demon. We saw Chen, he was thinking about going in there earlier. He was standing like on the edge here, but decided not to. So no gank just there, even though he does have a Troll Warlord, which is a good hero to go ganking with, because you want to have those disables. And I say disables multiple because he needs telekinesis as well. The 2 disables coming in. Bounty Hunter level 3 is just got something from the courier, not sure what though, but is on its way towards the bottom lane. It's gonna find this Venomancer here who's just trying to get some levels. They saw him though, so they will be yeah, he knows that he's there. He's just gonna continue pulling, it's fine. Gonna steal the last hits, are you? No, actually he didn't. And an award place to do, check out the level 4 or 4-minute rune. Let's see, invisibility rune, and up, denied. Nice.
Not for you.
Same time, Leshrac denies something mid lane as well to give that nice denied together with that one. So 9 for 1 on the Rubik, with Leshrac being 60 for 5, so definitely pulling ahead, getting us ahead for that dual lane. Still no kill just yet though, even though I do think that if they catch him out, if he moves too far forward and they catch him out not in range of the tower, they will be able to get a kill. Depends also, of course, if there's a lot of creeps around. For the edict from Leshrac, by the way, all these icons got changed, of course, with the patch. In the meantime, Leshrac decided to come out of the jungle and has chosen tier 1 tower top to be his first target. Windrunner picked up her Windrunner. Ruby gleams back into the kinetic field, however. This might be a first blood. Stun, hit from the centaur, and that is Windrunner. Test of Fate going through her and kills her off. First blood going towards the Chen. VirtusPro picking the advantage not only with getting the first blood, but as well as with getting the first tower in the game. Tier 1 top will drop here with the last hit going towards the Chen as well. So this is a Chen that's going to get his mechanism really, really fast. 1800 gold up on him almost right now. And still has a smoke in his bag as well. I mean, he hasn't ganked just yet. Fishbone is going to help him defend that together with the Venomancer. I mean, Venomancer doesn't really need to be bottom anymore. Someone got sent home. We have a Venomancer as well as the Windrunner being locked inside the kinetic fields. Nice Shackle though, holding them back. Only level 1 Shackle though. Disruptor will go down here. Power Shot helping out Tower, getting the last hit. Disruption as Soul Catcher up on that Lifestealer. And he is in a lot of trouble right now. No kill just yet. No mana for that either. Shackle doesn't flash. Will only slow him down. Jumps into the creeps. Actually, that goes down to the Shadow Demon still. He tried to jump in those creeps, though. He has a level 6. He actually managed to jump in those creeps. It's just the damage from Shadow Demon, Shadow Poison was too much. And we even see him there. Consume button. Thought for a second he was going to be able to get away, but nope. No can do. The one that got away was the one that got all the gold. It was Chen. And Chen has got something in the donkey, and what is it? It's not a donkey, it's his mechanism, or at least everything apart from the recipe just yet. Shadow Demon picking up a haste rune. And I was just checking, I mean, with all the Shadow Poison going up, stacks going up on the Lifestealer, I was wondering what level it was, but it's still level 1. He is going the normal build that we normally see. Disruption up on the Rubik there, Soul Catcher as well. It's just a rest, but for now though, we'll get glimpse back, being put in the kinetic field, but no haste rune, we'll make sure that he is out again. We saw Leshrac thinking about a stun to save his buddy, but what wasn't needed. Leshrac actually went for face boots. That is something you don't see very often from a solo mid Leshrac. Normally you want to see them going for that fast bloodstone, going for those mana boots. But face boots, I mean, it makes him a bit more aggressive, makes him a bit more able to move around the map and not rely too much on his own amazing right-click damage. So we'll see what he's gonna go from here. If he still wants to go for something like his Soul Booster, or wants to go for something entirely different. Trap landing on a bounty, and he will try to TP home, and will be able to do so as well. I mean, that was a bit of a waste of mana, but you know, these two can't do anything against you when you want to TP. The only thing they have for that is the other 3 heroes with the Shackle, with the stun, with the disruption. They might be able to get some damage done on the tower here now, though. I mean, Bounty Hunter has to walk all the way back, and that is a far end. Rubik with the only one in the mid lane still, and has got some company. Windrunner waiting around the corner. He might have seen him before, and actually, yeah, now he does, especially with Disruptor coming off from the high ground. There's the damage being done to the tower. Fate Bolt's going through. Disruptor still thinking about maybe doing something. There they go. Venomancer in the meantime, bottom tower goes down. The Shrek stun is not hitting here. Glim's back. Kinetic Field is not getting anybody locked inside there, though. And they should be able to be fine. I didn't even see the Bounty Hunter just yet, but back off anyway. Bounty Hunter wanted to go for a crit on the Windrunner. Shuriken does there as well, and now Windrunner has to back off. Disruption going through, and Power Shot got stolen by the Rubik and actually picks her off. There was a Power Shot level 3. And she got killed off by her own power. That is karma. It is, as they say, a bitch. Nice kill. 2 for 3 in the meantime. In favor of Skanes Elit. With Windrunner going down twice now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And Bounty Hunter getting picked off once. As well as Disruptor. And of course the Lifestealer that we saw earlier. So far, I mean, VirtusPro, not only are they ahead in kills, but having the kills that are done against them being done on the same target is actually pretty good. It's better than having multiple heroes shot down, because right now, the Shrek is doing okay. If we look at last hits, he's at 38 for 7. We see the Templar Assassin doing okay, 58 for 21. And of course, okay, Lifestealer is going to be higher up on there, but Lifestealer is now also taking it upon him to farm in the jungle, so we can't really judge those last hits that much anymore, which is why I now switched to net worth. And then we see that it is Skanes Elit, the Wagamama TA, that is slightly in favor, even though, you know, you see that the Lifestealer is of course ahead, but Lifestealer also has the tower money, so in that sense, it is the TA that is ahead, if you don't count that tower money. Actually, never mind me, I'm just rambling. There is already a tower down as well, so, well, now it is the way I said it was, but towers are even. And this Power Shot is actually doing a lot of damage. What did he steal? He stole the stun, and he gets the stun, because if Rubik steals the stun, his stun is better than Leshrak's stun. Without delay, Gale does not hit, and they cannot chase this. And it is another kill for the Rubik. And Rubik, who didn't have that many last hits in his middle lane earlier on, is now definitely on a roll, and he wants to land another stun. There he goes, and he might be getting another kill as well, and he does! Killing spree right now. What did it... Well, never mind, he still has a split earth. He's just checking what he stole. In the meantime, open wounds, Venomman's in some trouble. Venomman's getting stunned, getting killed from the high ground, and his lifestealer that picks up the last hit though. Venomman's lifestealer getting stunned now as well by the Shrek. Fade Bolt's going through, kinetic field, static storm, Wagamama locked inside, is gonna try to get out. Rubik in the meantime still from the high ground is now having to back off. TP in here from the Shadow Demon to help out. Oh, Bounty Hunter, Sentry Ward's getting placed. There's the trap. They see him. Soul Catcher up on there as well. He's getting locked in. He's getting shackled. He's going to go down. And Windrunner that picks up the kill. And I just need to drink myself some water because my voice is not really healthy right now. There we go. In the meantime, Lifestealer up on this high ground. It's getting spotted out because there is a Radiant Ward. There's the Demonic Purge. There's the trap as well. He's going to try to TP out. Should be able to do so as well before he goes down. Indeed, he will lose his Ancients though because those will be killed off by the Radiant, I would guess here. Even though, oh, I was going to say he's getting locked in. He doesn't lose the Ancients. It's still standing. Still a big dragon in there though. I mean, you kind of want to make sure that their opponent does not get that. That's a lot of gold running around. Meantime, we check out the gold graph. Still see no real change, or at least no real difference between these two teams, as well as the experience graph. I mean, it's been jumping up and down a bit, but still, it's not been more than about 1k or just over 1k, which is really not a lot. Of course, we are still only 10 minutes in. Bounty Hunter is going to try to look for a kill. Maybe he's level 6, so he can get that track money, can get that track up there, and make that money for his team before Lifestealer is big enough to really start eating things up. And I can't believe we actually have a Lifestealer in the game. It's like, I'm pretending it's like the normalest thing in the world, but it's actually normally not something that we have. Chen, oh, there's a dust popped as well. They see the Bounty Hunter. There goes Chen, gets picked up by the Venommancer, and Bounty Hunter gonna try to do what he can. Wagamama actually has to back off. Now he has Perfection again, and he will be joining the fight again. Trap, stun, Bounty Hunter, dead! And there goes Chen's creeps as well. He will be taken down. One more hit needed, and Venommancer again with the gold. Tracks on everybody, but no kills. 5 for 6. Well, I say no kills. Oh, it was actually no kills. Oh wow, Rubik on the side. That's the kill. Where did he get that kill? On the top lane. Oh, that's a different lane than I was watching. And it was Rubik that was able to pick up the kill with a faithful telekinesis, and it looked like Lifestealer was there to help out with his open wounds, making sure that the Windrunner could not run away. Her Windrunner is of course only on level 1 right now, so she would not have been that slow to get away from there. What did he steal then? Meld. Well, it's always nice. It's not really as nice as the meld on the TA, but you know, you can be invisible, which is nice. It's a nice escape, and of course, I mean, from the opponent team, they know that Templar Assassin can get invisible, and they're prepared for that. From the other team, they aren't really prepared for that, so well, I was gonna say that normally you don't carry that much dust and no wars, but they have, of course, a Bounty Hunter on the opponent team as well, so we do see supports carrying that kind of stuff. Or are they? Yes, Sentry Ward's up on the Venommancer. So they will be able to have that TP in from the Venommancer in his middle lane now as well. Have again Lifestealer killing out the Ancients that were still here. Leshrak's stun is not hitting because Rage is on there. He's going to TP away again. Same location, same creeps. This time he actually got one extra of the Ancients, so I'm not sure if that is worth going for it though, if you're going to have to TP out every time you try it, but, you know, whatever floats your boat. And it looks like Skanes Elit is going to go for this middle tower. 3 versus 1 here. And Disruptor is actually going to get slowed 50%, but there's no Blink Dagger yet up on the Templar Assassin, who actually opted to go for Yasha first. Will get glimpsed back on the Shadow Demon, but no kinetic field locks him in. Puts himself inside of Disruption to help him stay alive. There's a Static Storm as well. Gale going through, slows them all down. Fade Bolt going through, as well as a Poison Nova. Lifestealer has chosen the target. It is the Venommancer. Venommancer goes down. Bounty Hunter picking up the last hit. At the same time, Disruptor was able to get the last hit on that Shadow Demon, as we see Lifestealer going down to the Leshrak, and they are not done yet. Wagamama on the chase. They want to go for something. They gotta dive the tower, are they not? No, they are not. And it's going back and forth right here. Leshrak tries to do something. Kinetic Field will lock Wagamama, and that's the meld damage being done by the Rubik. Actually was enough to kill her off, with Chen picking up the last hit. And what did he steal? It is the power shot that Rubik stole. We'll be able to harass a bit more with that. Last time he got that, he got a kill with it, but it is VirtusPro that gets ahead in this fight for sure. With picking up the Temporary Assassin, and even though they lost the Lifestealer, I mean, Lifestealer is not the one that is gonna be doing it at this stage of the game. He'll do it in a later game. He'll get his farm regardless. He picked up a Hand of Midas. It is the Bounty Hunter that actually got a kill there. Shackle was not latching, and Bounty Hunter actually also died, didn't he? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He actually got a kill there. Yeah, that was it. He only got a kill. So good fight for him. And it was, of course, if you're exchanging kills with the opponent team and your team has a Bounty Hunter, you're going to get ahead because that is track kills. Those give more than what your opponent gets from the kills without track. So trading kills is definitely not bad if you have your Bounty Hunter there with this track up on your opponents, which there actually was. There was track on at least 2 out of 3, 4 kills, I believe. So good one there. As we see the gold graph on these going towards the bottom lane with no extra towers going down. I mean towards the bottom. That's what I mean. Wow, I am really not all that focused right now, it seems, but oh well, it will pick up. In the meantime, we have Rubik trying to stay alive. Is he going to be sent home? No, he's not, as Windrunner that picks at the last hit still was able to send down a power shot with Venommancer taking a lot of damage from that one. Kinetic Field and Static Storm don't lock anything in. Demonic Purge, Shackle, Disruptor, Stun, Meld, Windrunner picks at the last hit. That was a very secure kill with everything being used up on that one, and that is it. Leshrac picking up the tower, second tower going down up on VirtusPro, and it looks like they might not even be done yet. Leshrac is going to go for chance creeps in the meantime. Armlet's completed up on the Lifestealer. We might see him joining the fight soon, but he's actually on the top lane. He's going to continue, maybe force back TPs. Edict will go through this tower and will again pick it up, and Leshrac again with that tower money. Leshrac actually was able to, well, actually did not pick anything else up yet after his face boots, apart from drums and of course the magic stick, or magic wand I should say. But not really going for anything big just yet, which is quite surprising in my opinion, not going for that when he is a solo mid. We have Windrunner's 4 staff completed, and she's gonna go for a mechanism. In the meantime, Lifestealer has found a Venommancer. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to win that, and I don't think Leshrac might win that either. I mean, Edict will go through, and he takes a lot of damage from that, but as soon as he turns around, Shackle's actually like a less. Windrunner is around here too, might be able to help out. He still has his rage though. He's just not worried enough to do anything about it. I think he might have been able to kill off Leshrac. Maybe he would have given his own life for it though, but oh well. We'll see. Shadow Demon playing the support role and is gonna be picking up his magic wand very soon, as well as well, of course, saving that money to use awards, which is very needed. We already saw what Temporary Assassin was building. Let's take a look at what the rest is building as well. On the Dire side, we have Rubik building a 4-staff, almost got it complete. Of course, Rubik with 4-staff and Blink Dagger is something that you see fairly often, just to make him as mobile as possible. And combined with that, I mean, his initiation is then just very good. He can just blink / 4-staff himself in telekinesis, and that target will will be delayed enough, slowed enough. Or I say slowed, but you will just not be able to move until the rest of the team after Rubik will come there to secure the kill, which is of course going to be the attempt to do that at least. Bounty Hunter also got face boots up on him. Nothing more, but then again, Bounty Hunter had a very tough start. He died 3 times in total so far, and it's only just begun to get back on top of that horse, so to speak. He is kind of in a position to get ganked though with Leshrac with the haste rune once again, and he is actually gonna go for a sheepstick, or well, picked up a void stone anyway. Could still be a bloodstone. We'll see what he's actually going to go for. There's some options. I would like to see a sheepstick just to deal with that Lifestealer, even though of course Lifestealer has rage, but when it's off, he's actually able to get killed fairly easy, as long as you don't let him attack. And that is like the key word right there, because as soon as he attacks, he gets life back, so you need to turn him into a chicken or a piglet if you really want to get him down fairly fast. Smoke up here for Skanes Elit. And it looks like it's gonna be neither. It's actually gonna be a Yule Scepter instead upon the Leshrac. So just not having to deal with the Lifestealer at all, perhaps picking up the supports first. Chance Mechanism is complete in the meantime. We saw the armlet up on that Lifestealer. He's got 2k gold already. He's with that Hand of Midas going fairly fast. And well, that is all the items that are up so far. it almost on the minimap it almost looked like we were lagging. I mean, 4 heroes standing here at VirtusPro waiting for something to happen, but it is Skanes Elit that's being fairly well, did the same. They stood still right here waiting for someone to come. They're gonna go for Roshan right now. It will be scouted out by a champion, so and they do see that coming over the ward here. Let's see if they want to take this fight though. I mean, Lifestealer is not even there, so they might feel safe enough. Trap got stolen. That was a trap, right? No. Oh, it looked that way. The Bollock Edict got stolen. Trap got placed by Wagamama and he wanted to attack it, but the attack animation didn't really go well. Looked to me like he placed a trap himself. But oh well. Kinetic Field, Static Storm locks in Fishbone. Open wounds as well on the Shadow Demon, and he will go down very fast. And right now, I do think Skanes Elit are no longer are a bit at the back foot right now. Venomous ulti going through will help, definitely. Fatebolt going through as well. Hand of God as well. And it will be Wagamama that's trying to do what she can and actually gets the kill on the Lifestealer in the meantime. More people backing up of VirtusPro. Parsha will still kill off the Bounty Hunter as well as Venomancer picking up a Rubik, with Venomancer getting the last hit, and of course that melt damage from Wagamama did a lot of damage there. Windrunner still trying to do something. It was actually 3 versus 2, which is quite surprising because it seemed from the start of that fight it was 5 versus 4, with the Shadow Demon being picked up so fast. Of course he did soak that Static Storm for it. Gale's going through, but the Disruptor will be sent home and will be fine, will be safe. But it is quite a nice fight for Skanes Elit. It's 12 for 12. I mean, 1500 gold in favor of Skanes Elit. Slightly more right now actually. It's almost 2500, but still it's not that much for 21 minutes in. They did pick up Roshan, which is of course nice, and Experience Grab will show the story that we are seeing here right now. It is gonna be about even, and that is what it feels like right now as well. I mean, I said it during the draft, and I'm a bit lost for this game because, you know, we don't really have, on the Radiant side, we don't really have that real hard carry like we normally see in combination with the Templar Assassin, but it's really Templar Assassin that has to carry your team. And even though she's been getting some kills, and even though she has her Manta style right now, at 22 minutes, she's definitely not doing bad, I mean, really not. But she's gonna have to outcarry a Lifestealer, and if Lifestealer gets big enough, if this goes on long enough, I do think Lifestealer in theory should be able to outcarry the Templar Assassin.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
In the meantime, 5 heroes of VirtusPro on this top lane. We're gonna see the Windrunner TPing out of there, very smart. Even got to track top before she was able to go. Rubik gonna TP to the bottom lane to defend it there. It looks like VirtusPro is again splitting up, so no more stuff happening right there. Templar Assassin's Illusions will try to do something on this tower with herself, with the base boots actually. For a second there it looked like she has a double damage, remember. I guess I'm just going blind in this game. The worst cast ever, but oh well. You'll deal with it because you have to. Sorry. And yeah, oh well. I'm just totally blacked out right now. Because this game, I mean, it is a very easy game, and normally at this time I'll have the feeling like, you know, this is going to be better late game for that team, and this is going to be late game better for this team. But yeah, Bounty Hunter and Lifestealer on paper should be able to outcarry a Templar Assassin. It will all depend on what kind of items Skanes Elit gets on their heroes. And we have another 4-star build up by the Venomancer. And the Yule Scepter is now complete upon the Shrek, and looks like the last tier 1 tower well, actually, just the second last tier 1 tower. I'm quite surprised VirtusPro has only got 1 tower so far. And they have already lost 4 towers themselves. So that's a lot of gold waiting for them to be taken down, and that will bring that gold graph out to 0 if they actually get those towers that they miss right now.
Illusion.
And both teams, I mean, it feels odd for me to watch Skanes Elit right now, because I feel like with the lineup that they have, they should be trying to get more kills, trying to be more around the map and picking heroes off, and not just farming like they are doing now. So we'll have to see how that goes, if this actually does go to very late game. At VirtusPro, they seem pretty happy with the way it's going right now. I mean, they didn't really win the last fight, they had to give up the Roshan, so they know, like, okay, we late game on paper slightly better than Skanes Elit, so we're happy with just waiting around until we are farmed up enough to take you on. We do see Skanes Elit going for maybe a bit more harassment on his bottom lane. They have 3 here, 4th is incoming, we only missed the Venomancer here. We have a Edict again getting stolen by the Rubik. Static field in there, as well as the kinetic form. Leshrac is not going to be able to back out for a while, but there he's back. Galim's back actually. Edict from Leshrac. Sorry, Edict from Rubik doing some damage here. Nobody dying just yet though. Trap will hit, but we'll just slow them down. 5 heroes of VirtusPro committed to this bottom lane to defend their tier 2 tower, which they actually do. But no kills. And we are going to see a pause coming out because it is Shadow Demon that disconnects. And the chat goes for the bet which person / hero will die next. And I will participate in that one because I can. And I will go for one on Skanes Elit actually. I will go for the Venomancer. There, that is my guess. And there's of course people saying Shadow Demon Disruptor, so we will still have to see which one it is going to be. Shadow Demon is next to his tower though, and Venomancer is just trying to get farm, which might be overextended. Of course Shadow Demon picked up the gem, so he might be playing it so super safe that he's not going to get down, but at the same time we might see VirtusPro going extra hard to get that Venomancer because they don't want him to go for that, they don't want they want a gem for themselves. And right now the pause got changed around because VirtusPro says don't unpause. Because, well, VirtusPro is apparently, didn't really say what it was, but okay. We'll just have to go with it and wait. In the meantime, 5k in favor of Skanes Elit. With the experience graph being still around 0, it is so amazing that this experience graph is going to be kept at 0. Of course, skills are even, yes, but that is even on experience as well. Considering that VirtusPro has a Chen in a jungle hero that Skanes Elit does not have. I think Philip is singing. 45 minutes stuck to camera. That's what he did last time. If you weren't there, there was a match between, I think it was Empire and Skanes Elit, where there was indeed a 45 minutes break in between. Now let's see which one Bounty Hunter is going to find, because I do think they are looking for blood right now. VirtusPro still has all 5 heroes on his bottom lane. TP are coming from the wind front as well. Venomancer being there. Galehead, Disruption, Soulcatcher as well. Dust has been bought, and it is the Bounty Hunter that dies first, people. And I don't think anybody said that, so you all fail. You don't get PGG tokens. Sorry. And they back off again, so that was the only one that went there. And he just got abandoned by his team. Ooh, Lifestealer, Desolator in the house. That might be causing change of pace coming up on VirtusPro, perhaps, if they feel like this Lifestealer is ready to fight. Depending if they still... Yeah, it really depends. If they just want to wait it out, if they think that they're going to get it in the late game anyway. Trap hits, Rage, Lifestealer. Gonna look for a target. No, Leshrac on the side. There's open wood. Leshrac still hates through, but gets blocked. Yule Scepter doesn't do it though. Venomancer uses his ultimate there, and I just got lots of drag. Limbs back by Venomancer. Gets locked inside a kinetic field. Static Storm as well. Taking a lot of damage. Track kill, drops the gem. Windrun in the meantime still dies as well. Lifestealer doing the works. And that is 3 down on the side of Skanes Elit. And that is at least 1 track kill. Bounty Hunter, of course, was a bit later in that fight because he died earlier on. I do think that is a slightly overextension from Skanes Elit, but as I said, they have to try something. They have the mid-game on paper. They should be winning that mid-game. And if they don't do that, then they're going to be in a tough position later on. Trap hits, slowing everybody down, but they're still going to go for the tower. Now they're finally going to get this tier 1 tower bottom. There they go.
Radiant's bottom tower has
The Rubik picking it up. More gold to the supports. I do not object. Force staff is ready. 3,400 gold up on this Rubik. I mean, I said normally want to go for blink and force stuff, but right now apparently he doesn't want to go for a blink. I mean, I'm really curious to see what he's gonna buy next. It's like, I don't know. I mean, he doesn't really need a sheep stick because I don't have that really hard carry to deal with. Maybe he still wants it though. 1100 gold up on Leshrac. Let's check out if we see some other changes. Well, this guy is a bit sad actually, Bounty Hunter. He's died 5 times now, got 1 kill. Has been participating of the 15 kills. He has been participating in 5. Now I have to say, you do not get an assist if it's a track kill, I believe. As in, if you only track that target and the target still dies without you attacking, because track does really no damage. So you don't get an assist for that, but still it is a bit sad for a Bounty Hunter at this stage of the game. Maybe he wants to go for this Leshrac. Telekinesis track, look at that damage, there's a Yule Scepter. Will be given enough time. Looks like it might be Leshrac stun. Is not gonna go off because he doesn't, or he cancelled it. So gonna be shackled on 4-star forward. Windrun as well. Phase boots all around. Trap goes off. Kinetic field locks in too. Refraction gets stolen by the Rubik, takes all the damage. But Thick Charge will be there at the same time. From behind came the Lifestealer who jumped into got disrupted, and it was actually the Bounty Hunter that was there, not the Lifestealer. Bounty Hunter of course dies again. Shaco is latching on the Rubik. Will he be sent home in time? No, he won't. Windrunner picking up the kill. 2 down, 3 to go for Skanes Elit. They already got the tier 2 tower here, but might even try to go for the tier 3. They still have to deal with the Lifestealer though. Lifestealer, who is level 19, and level 17, that is the highest level upon the Radiant side. Rubik buys back, and that actually might be a cue for Skanes Elit to back off. Because that is when you really don't want to be there. So they're going for something else. They might be going for the tier 2 here on the bottom lane instead, just to get something in return of that fight. But right now, I mean, it feels like it's mistakes from both teams. That every time they do get kills, it's not because of brilliant plays, but just because the other team is like having some issues with estimating the situation. And I'm reminded by something that that Eric Johnson actually said in an interview that he did with GameSpot this week, or at least that got published this week. He got asked about a sort of scoreboard, so that people who are fairly new to the game could see who is ahead, because you can't really see that from amount of kills or net worth even. And the answer that he gave was, well, part of the game is knowing when you are ahead and anticipate on that. And hello, bye Venomanizer. 5 versus 1, that's not really even fight. But it seems like these teams are just not doing that properly, estimating when they are ahead and going in for those fights. I mean, they are getting fights, but it just feels off. It just feels off. I mean, we saw Bounty Hunter coming in from the side just now, and he of course died. We saw before that, we saw the Leshrac coming in from the side. He was the one that died first, was not able to do anything there. We have got an open wounds up on the Leshrac. Telekinesis, 4-star forward, Dual Scepter. We'll have him stay alive, and the Shadow Demon is already dead. Venoman's ulti getting used as well. Shackle will let Lifestealer to a tree. Will there be enough damage though? It is being attempted. Hand of God going through, but he will be sent home in time. It will be the Chen that will try to TP out. Will he be able to do so? Yes, he will be. Rubik in the meantime still picking up the last tier 1 tower that was still standing, and will also TP out, but no, Shaco interrupted. Doesn't latch, but doesn't care. Leshrac picking up the kill, and that is at least 1 kill. I mean, they lost the Shadow Demon. It was all aggression from VirtusPro, and actually this time I think VirtusPro just used that very good, that push that they did. I mean, they wanted to go for the tower. As soon as they had the tower, they backed off again, trying to get what they could, got the Shadow Demon, and then didn't go for anything anymore, and they were able to back out, every single one of them, apart from the Rubik, who actually could have used the Blink Dagger. I'm saying it. Otherwise he would have been able to back out of that one. But yeah, he actually has picked up a own help, so might be going for that BKB, just to deal with those shackles and with the Venomancer ulti. Disruption, you name it. It'll still be very painful for him to come face to face with the Templar Assassin though. Templar Assassin who picked up a butterfly, by the way. And that is something that I don't think that the Dire can... Oh, anyway, never mind. Hearts, that will deal with that. That will deal with that. He is gonna go for a heart. He picked up a Reaver already. He's got 2100 gold and is just farming like crazy right now. His net worth is still slightly above the Templar Assassin. I have to say it's not that much. It's just 1.5k, which really is not that much. But he's getting tankier and tankier. And with the Templar Assassin, yes, she can be considered tanky with a refraction, if you count that into the equation, but you can't really count on the. Oh, he juked a stun, even though there wasn't really a stun. He's gonna TP out and will be able to do so as well. Oh yeah, I was gonna say none of damage coming off from the TA just there, but oh, if that would have been a stun, no, it was poor Leshrac, poor region.
My gratitude.
Last tier 2 towers standing on the map on the side of the dire side, who's looking to be the target right now of Skanes Elit. Let's see if they're going to get it, or if there's going to be some defense coming up from VirtusPro, because they are right now not in the right position for that. Chen will be going on towards the top lane, Lifesteal will be on the mid lane, and it looks like VirtusPro, the rest of them, are just on the bottom lane, even though the tier 1 tower there is already done. Yeah, they're just going to let it go. Let's see if they can force out some teleports. Ward being placed? Nope, no well, actually, yeah, there they go. It is a disruptor that TPs. As well, actually, all 5 are now back inside the base, and they're just there to defend versus the creep waves, because it is Skanes Elit that's already backed off. So nice job there. And I have to say, I am surprised to see that this stage of the game, that the situation where we're in, it feels quite even. 5k in favor of Skanes Elit really doesn't matter that much at this time. Experience graph also only 3k. It doesn't matter this much at this time, but it is Skanes Elit that feels like they're ahead. Somehow, maybe purely because of the 2 extra towers they got down. But around this minute, I would expect VirtusPro to be ready to do something against this team of Skanes Elit. I mean, TA, yes, she is quite scary, but they are able to take her down as well. I mean, if you have that refraction gone, then she's as good as dead, because she is not as tanky as that Lifestealer is, who has got a heart now. Indeed, that is something difficult to deal with. Sheepstick being picked up by the Windrunner, and she will be able to sheep that Lifestealer, so good one for her. Leshrac was able to pick up a Ghost Scepter, able to stay alive against the Lifestealer, and I have to say, we've seen him use Scepter himself to stay alive, we've seen him getting Force Staff by someone else to stay alive, and now he'll be able to Ghost Scepter as well, so he is pretty survivable without getting HP for himself, really. So nice job there. Rubik picking up his DKB is completed now as well. And I just noticed that we are, well, I still have to go over a lot of items there. We have a Vladimir's offering picked up by the Chen, of course, a good support item to give all those auras to your teammates. And of course the Ghost Scepter up on the Disruptor as well to stay alive against that Templar Assassin. Other items that we see, another gem, so we have a gem up on either team right now. Up on the Venomancer, and he will be having that 4-step complete as well. We saw him building that earlier. And let's see, that was about it. I do think Leshrac will still build towards the Sheepstick, but we'll see if he's actually going to get the time / farm for that one. Then we see VirtusPro being very careful. They are together, all 5. They kind of want to stay together because, well, these wanted to stay together. Rubik, Disruptor wants to stay together with other people because he would be a tasty bite for that TA. So we're going to see him roaming with other people and still getting some experience.
Mysterious force.
Oh, this is going to be... Nah, they're not going to go in with it, I have to say. I mean, normally I wouldn't say that, but I feel like this is such a passive game right now. And it is not something that you would expect with a Templar Assassin in the game. It's just not. Gold graph going up. Of course, it was it was Skanes Elit that was able to pick up the last couple of towers. If you imagine those 2 towers, 3 towers that are still standing on the side of Skanes Elit to go down, and we will be around even once again. So that is that major difference right now. As the rest really is really no difference just yet, and it's just a waiting game now. I mean, I said earlier that we saw people taking advantage of other people's mistakes, and they probably realized that too. So what are both teams gonna do? Make no mistakes. And what does that result in? It makes for a game where both teams are waiting for the other team to make a mistake. So which team will lose his patience first? And that is just a game right now. And I just have Bounty Hunter selected here because Bounty Hunter so far, I mean, he's died 6 times. Is there anybody else that died more than he did? No. So I'm following him because statistically speaking, he has the most chance of dying. So I will not miss a kill. But he is not even farming. They're just waiting. Do we have a Roshan up already? Well, means we have to leave the bounty hunter. We do not have a Roshan up. It's actually still 4.5 minutes to go before that happens. VirtusPro, I mean, they feel so caged in right now. They can't really... Well, both teams actually can't really go out and farm quite freely, because that would be a mistake that you make and then get picked off. And that is just a situation that you don't want to be in. So that is why we see both teams being very careful, even though Skanes Elit is now going more aggressive, and this would actually be a good opportunity for them to smoke, because like I said, on paper they do not have the late game, and they should know that, and they will probably try to do something against it, unless they feel like the Templars can still carry them. He even picked up a Chrysalis, so Chris for him now too. Imagine the crit with the melt damage. That would be painful as heck. Is it even possible? I know it doesn't. Sorry, chat just called me out on my fail statistically speaking that bounty hunter is most likely dying. But it is. Oh, that's the fake one though. Look at them go on the fake one. Sorry. Yeah, but yeah, it's him that would be scouting out and see where everybody is, and then he gets scouted out by the gem, and then he dies. But I was not expecting this game when I saw a Templar Assassin. I mean, there's not even a Morphling or an Antimate in the game. They just don't want to fight. They just don't want to fight. I mean, Skanes Elit is probably want to try to take advantage of the positioning of VirtusPro, and not really of where to fight, but where to push, where they can maybe try to find an opening to do some damage to a tier 3, perhaps. And VirtusPro is, of course, they don't want to die and they don't want to lose their base, so they are like very back. I have to say though, in this situation right now, it is Skanes Elit that's slightly in favor, because they are actually clearing out the jungle and they are actually getting some farm up, at least more than VirtusPro, as we with only one lane at a time being farmed, because they're just like glue, sticking together. Not wanting to leave each other. They one lane at a time. And Kanzoli in the chat calls it. And I don't want to say it because that looks unprofessional, but right now this oh, are we gonna actually have something? Smoke. Go for smoke. No, he has a smoke. He could go for it, to be fair. But as soon as they leave their base, I mean, they're now spotted to leave their base. As soon as they go for smokes, and Skanes Elit knows that, you know what, we haven't seen them push out a lane for a while. They might try to push in, and in that case it will be VirtusPro that will have to TP back and stuff. But it is VirtusPro that has the map control. I mean, that is obviously clear. Skanes Elit. Wow! Skanes Elit that has the map control, and that is absolutely clear. Stay with it. 10k gold difference in favor of Skanes Elit, and that is just because they are farming more now than VirtusPro is. Oh, they smoked up. They're looking for someone. Are they gonna be finding something? Nobody knows that's going on right now. Where are they gonna go? Where are they gonna go? Who are they gonna find? Are they gonna go towards the Roshan pit from the side? And are they gonna find some people of Skanes Elit just standing there? Yes, they are. And it's supports that are there. Track up on Leshrac first. And they're just gonna go in there. Shackle doesn't hit. Flips back on Leshrac inside the kinetic field. BKB on. There goes the Fade Bolt going through as well. Leshrac putting himself up in a Yule Scepter, but it's a Venomite that already dropped. Leshrac being put in disruption will stay alive. Whoa, the TA does a lot of damage. It is the Bounty Hunter that goes down, with Leshrac actually picking up the last kill. But look at that TA, look at that damage, and it is Elysian that dies, buys back to the game though. Gem of True Sight drops because the Chen died and buys back. Let's just put up that one so that you see that one as well. We see that Rubik being chased down, and it is the TA that's actually gonna back off. Now Rubik actually managed to stall the trap and is able to slow down the TA, but I have to say, this fight, even though the kills were even, kinda, slightly even, VirtusPro used more buybacks. The limp back some Wagamama, but no kinetic field to follow up on. Bounty Hunter landing a track upon that Shadow Demon. They see everybody. They see everything, and it is Roshan that will be the cause of this fight, by the way. It's Roshan that's back up again, so every 10 minutes we're gonna have a fight, people. That is the case. Fate Bolt going through some illusions, nothing else, and he actually rages away, fearing that Templar Assassin is a real one behind him. That would be the bestest gank ever, by the way. Like, get illusions, make people see you get illusions, and then move 2 heroes that are actually an illusion of yourself and pretend they are illusions, and then just jump out and make them see that you're actually not an illusion. And I have seen that being done before successfully in a juke with Marana was then the case, which was actually, it looked really awesome. But maybe that's getting done before. Oh, open wounds, Shrek not with his team, and still had track on. Same time his team comes from the side, power shot's going through, but it is a shackle from the window that locks the lifesteal as well as the Rubik in place. Kinetic field, static storm, right clicks going off on this bounty hunter. The bounty hunter gets turned to a piglet and drops again, and it is a lifesteal that will be sent home in time as well, will not die just yet. Venomancer drops to the Rubik, disruption up on that Rubik now, but still the Fade Bolt will kill out the Shadow Demon. Rubik will try to TP out of there, should be fine. And that is a fight in favor of VirtusPro, and I have to say that Leshrak, he was not at the right position, he was not with his team, and he still had track on, gave away that he was alone, and paid for it with the highest price possible, which is, well, no, not the highest price possible, I guess, but this is just his life, because highest price possible would be Roshan as well as the base, but still, it is, it is a fight. Is he gonna go solo for that? That could be the case. He could do that, to be fair, with the items that he has. There's no ward up here for the Radiant, apart from these traps. Edict helping out.
Double damage.
Where? Well, I was gonna say, no Leshrak, it's just Rubik's Edict. Rubik is gonna tank some up as well. Rubik with 3,300 gold right now, 2,500 gold. And as you can see, there's actually 4 people of VirtusPro that bought back in the last couple of fights. And with the Radiant team, there only was Leshrak that bought back. Oh, they're gonna find them. There they go. Edict helping out. Where's that rage? There's that rage. Telekinesis up on the Wagamama. Will he be able to do still? He just still does so much damage though. Leshrak's still not hitting. Disruption will help keep Wagamama alive for a second, but Refraction saves his life. He took so much damage there from that lifestealer. Rubik is having his BKB. I'm gonna try to do something. We see lifestealer being turned into a piglet, and he is gonna be able to turn around and kill something. Who is he gonna find? He actually wasn't able to decide anything, and it's CA that picks him up. 3 down for VirtusPro right now. Melt being stolen by the Rubik, and yeah, I was gonna say there still is a gem up on that side of the Radiant, and it was the TA that now has it, so he's not gonna drop it anytime soon. And 4 dead of VirtusPro, and like I just said, there were so many buybacks used by VirtusPro that they do not have the buybacks right now. If we look at it, it is only the Rubik that has the buyback, and well, and of course Disruptor who has buyback but is still alive. But Rubik by himself is not able to do anything right here. I mean, Fate Bolt, yeah, it can slow them down slightly maybe, but Tier 3 Tower will still drop, and possibly also this barracks. Look at how fast that goes down. They have the Edict, they have Leshrak, they've got illusions, they've got tons of damage, they've got Venomancer wards, and these 2 barracks are gonna go down, and they're gonna continue. I was gonna think they were gonna go back up, but they are risking it. They think no lifestealer yet for another 30 seconds. That is our opportunity right there, and they are gonna get the tower. By the looks of it, Kinetic Field will lock the Shadow Demon in, and will make sure that Windrunner will have to force stab herself over the edge. Power Shot will go through. Disruption will keep Shadow Demon alive for now. Are they gonna continue going on these barracks? It looks like they are. Trap there, Rubik will be sent home by Leshrak. Nice Kinetic Field, locks in 4 actually, but there's nobody to follow it up on. It is still the Disruptor that gets a hit on the Shadow Demon with the Static Storm that was there too, but they get the melee barracks. Glims back onto the Leshrak, but it is not enough. Force stab is there. Power Shot will do some more damage. They got the melee barracks, got what they came for. 1.5 rec set, and they will be backing off again as the traps and the gales will make sure that nobody chases this anymore. They're just too slow to do that. Cheese on the Rubik, by the way. He still hasn't. He died in that previous fight, but didn't have a chance to use it apparently. And right now, it is definitely Skanes Elit that is in in favor right now. We have got 15,000 gold in favor for them, with 20k in favor of experience, and they're gonna go back to farming, probably. Maybe we're seeing Skanes Elit be a bit more aggressive on that bottom lane now that they have the advantage. But on paper, that Lifestealer is still gonna do a lot of damage, especially now that he has an MKB as well. On paper, they could still potentially not take this game, but we'll see. We'll see if they're actually. Or if they're actually gonna be going more aggressive, or if they're just gonna wait until VirtusPro does something again, and maybe we'll have to wait again until the Roshan is there. Because, I mean, in theory, 2 good pushes, 2 good team fights for VirtusPro, and they could take this game. But I say good, and when I say good, it actually means good. It means not only do they have to win the fight, but they have to win the fight when the lanes are at the right position, when the lanes are pushed out towards Skanes Elit, and when of course they are still alive after a team fight with most of their heroes, so that is kind of logical that they still need that. But we'll see if they're actually going to be able to do that. They are looking for kills. They're trying to find someone there. They're going towards the way where Skanes Elit actually is. So we have a Kalash here coming right up. Track going off there. They have vision there. Oh. There was slight lag there from the game. A Lifestealer, he is already dead. Wagamama with her damage. Insane right now. Picked up a Daedalus and a Satanic in the meantime as well, though. Gil lands on the Shen. Chen dies. Templar Assassin, double kill. Rest of VirtusPro on the run, on the back foot. There goes the Bounty Hunter with Rubik. Still gonna be slowed down as well. Templar Assassin not done just yet. Melee damage will still go through. And it is... the Rubik BKB does not help you against the TA. Ultra kill for Wagamama, and the only one alive is NS on his Disruptor, and he is the one that calls GG and disconnects instantly after. And then we will see them take down the barracks, and we will see Skanes Elit. Sorry, it's a Swedish pronunciation that doesn't come very natural to me. Skanes Elit will take a win in this StarLadder match over VirtusPro, where, once again, disclaimer, I was not the official caster. For the official cast, you can check out Own TV, where they are all at, though for this match there was no English official cast. And after this match, we're gonna have more matches coming up. In theory, I should be casting VirtusPro versus Kharkiv, and that is actually the one that we're going to see right now, because VirtusPro could of course not game yet before this one was ended, so that was actually lucky me in that case. So let's jump ourselves into this game. My name is Sheever, I'm a Ghost of Gamers caster, and you can subscribe to my YouTube, which actually is really helping me. youtube.com/SheeverGaming, please do that, that would be nice. I'm aiming for 5k subscriptions, so go do that, and stay tuned for the next game coming right up. Let's see if we're going to have some more aggression in this game, because I would not be opposed to that one, as I'm sure you would like to see that as well. So stay tuned for that, and don't go anywhere.